last time?
We sat in front of Uncle Iro, who was telling a story, and there's a bunch of kids.
But he's boring, Uncle Iro.
He tells boring tales. So, like, tell us a good story. And he's like, fuck you, kids. Fine, I'll tell you a good story.
Are you talking about Ignatius?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate retelling there.
I agree.
You might have skipped over all the important bits, but sure, that sounds good.
Of course. Don't we always?
Why bother remembering those?
I feel like I don't have my notes. So, yeah. Those important parts are staying gone.
Can you change your picture from inside the game?
No. It's your profile picture as on Roll20.
Let me pop out and switch that real quick. It's too painful to look at.
So, last time we had the finale of one game and the opening scene of another. We joined the story on a flat desert wasteland with a expansive caravan. The party, as it were, found out that they were children of some capacity following behind at the very tail of said caravan, being told well-crafted but boring content stories by one Ignatius Oster. And after untold boring days, they finally got fed up and decided to bitch and moan about it until he decided to give in and tell an interesting story. Then we sideswipe, we zoom over to another place and another time. In the small village, not even really a village, it is barely a collection of homes and families, called Sweet Spring. Sweet Spring is supported by a natural sweetened spring water that comes from beneath the earth. What?
Oh, I was just saying, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And it has been so for as long as anyone can remember. In fact, the area itself grew because of this spring. First, an inn popped up on the crossroads, and afterwards, a few families stayed. A blacksmith settled, and suddenly, it was kind of sort of a village. But something's gone wrong. The sweet spring, the spring everyone needs, is no longer full of water. We pick up at early dawn, just before the sun crests the horizon in those twilight moments. You awaken, all of you, in your separate sleeping spaces, wherever they may be, to the sound of a woman's screams. Seems like all stories have to start that way, don't they? Why it always gotta be women? Why they always gotta be screaming? Nobody knows. But she's screaming. And the piercing wail breaks your slumber. Maybe you're an early riser. Maybe you planned to wake up soon and get to whatever it is your day entails. Maybe you are like to sleep in. Maybe this is far too early for you and you're irritable at having been awoken at this hour. Either way, you hear the scream, you sit up, bolt upright, and naturally you're drawn to at least figure out what the hell's going on. So either you can start your day or go back to sleep. Look out your window or your tent, or maybe you sleep on the ground. Maybe you just sit up and look. But either way, you spot a series of dogmen rushing in to the hamlet. Crude spears in hand, ready to do some evil, apparently. What do you do?
It's fucking Dogman Tuesday again. Time to go take out the trash.
I'm gonna wake up out of bed and can I have a gun? What type of situation is this, Andy?
What do
Is
you
anything possible?
I don't know.
I'm gonna grab my rifle, and I'm gonna look out the window, and I'm gonna go, God damn it, this damn dogmen are coming again. I guess I gotta deal with this motherfucking shit again. Ugh!
I'd like for you to open up that brand new character sheet of yours and roll for me.
Oh boy. Yay! I'm so excited. It's such a weird sheet. Okay, what I just roll normal?
Yep.
Okay.
My character grabbed a paddle and walked outside in his boxers.
Okay. You got that's a 4, means you succeeded. You found your rifle's where it normally is, and luckily you left it loaded.
Yeah, goddamn right I did.
What are you doing, Kosher?
I'm gonna come out of the forge, where I slept in the hay. I want to grab one of the larger hammers there,
Okay.
and I guess I planned on going to work, but as I was gonna, as I got up and I looked down, I saw those guys out there. I was like, okay, well, looks like I'm gonna be doing this today.
All right.
And so I walk out there, and I guess I'm going to charge one of them.
Okay. You head outside with your hammer, your forge hammer in hand. Is it your forge hammer, or is it just a forge hammer?
It's a forge hammer. It is not my forge hammer.
You are not the smith. You just happen to sleep in his hay pile.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm his trainee, I guess.
Ah, okay. You're an apprentice. Good to know. Good to know. What about you, James?
What? How has the rolling out of bed onto the floor with a comedic thunk? He looks around for something, anything, and grabs the largest, thickest, heaviest tome he possibly can, and starts running out the door.
Okay. Being that you are mostly a way stop, your largest, thickest tome is just the ledger. But it's pretty thick, so at least there's that.
Sounds great.
All right. Cool. So we've got Dungeon leaving with his a paddle.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we talking like a paddle like for paddling behinds or for paddling water?
It's like it's like for a kayak.
Paddling water. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
And there we go. Okay. You all grab whatever's at hand and make your way outside. The dogmen are rushing in, vicious looks on their faces. A woman stands in the middle of the village, screeching in terror. But she's not looking to the east at the dogmen. She's looking at the well in the center of town. I need better. That'll do. All right, let's say that she's this orc. And as you all rush into the area, or out of your homes at least, but at least where you sleep, you notice that the dogmen, that was just your own natural prejudice. They don't. That evil look on their face is just how their faces look. they are carrying weapons, but they're not like holding them as if they're planning to throw or stab. They're just running with them.
That's
And
Dogman Tuesday.
it is in fact Dogman Tuesday. In fact, the two middle ones are looking behind them as if they are fleeing something themselves. As they run into town, headed for the inn. Pepper?
Whose inn is this?
Well, it's run by James's father, and he's old man Franklin runs the inn, and his family has run the inn since Sweet Spring became Sweet Spring.
Used to be Bitter Spring.
Once upon a time, but then they discovered the water was sweet, and they called it Sweet Spring.
Quick name change.
It was Bitter Spring because the people who owned the place were bitter, not because the spring water was bitter. All right, Pepper. You see the dogmen? They don't look like they're here to cause trouble. Now, the scream you heard is coming from this orc woman who's staring down the well, and she's shrieking in terror still.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What are you doing?
All right. So I grabbed, I threw on some, decent clothes, grabbed my rifle, ran outside, and I could see, the woman at the well, and I could see the dogmen, and I'm real confused,
Mm-hmm.
They don't look like they're out to get us. It's weird. So I'm looking out, and I'm like, this ain't right. Something ain't right. What the? Hey, woman, what are you screaming about?
Dungeon, as you make your way outside of the house, paddle in hand, nothing on but your boxers. You see the dogmen, and with your eyes kind of crusty from sleep, you're pretty sure they're here to stir up trouble, but you rub one, and no, that was a pile of poop. There's the dogmen over there. They seem like they're here for something else. The lady in the middle, you're a little closer, and from here, it looks like the water level of the well, which is always up near the top. Can't see it.
You damn dog, man. I told you if you want to come hang out at the inn, you got to call ahead. You got to send a letter. You got to get these things verified. You're terrifying Harriet over there. Jesus. Who drank all the water?
Harriet looks up from the well. What the fuck? No, it ain't the fucking dog, man. I called them. Look at the well. Look at it.
Is the water gone? Why are you fucking screaming? We're trying to
water's
sleep.
gone.
Okay, we can get some more from the spring.
This is the spring, you dumbass.
No, it's a well.
You're
It's
a
different.
whale, not a well intelligence.
Oh my God. No, that is a hole in the ground. We can go get more water. It'll be okay.
The
You
spring
gotta be yelling.
feeds the
In fact,
whale.
if you had waited until 9 o'clock, I would have helped you.
Kind of fucking dumbasses move into fucking town every damn day. Dogs, come here, please. And
Oh, Lord.
But they're not staying at the inn again. They didn't book ahead.
that ain't yours to decide there, Mr. Peabody.
I mean, if they want to stay at the inn with a party of greater than 3, they can send a letter ahead 2 days ahead, and they can arrange that.
Oh, somebody
Plus-
died, made Mr. Peabody head of the inn. I thought it was run by the Franklins.
We got 4 houses here, maybe 3, depending on if what's his name was sleeping in the forge again. And we got to maintain some kind of rules here, or we might as well not even stay here together. And one of the rules is you got to call ahead if you want a party greater than 3 at the inn. These beds don't book themselves. Other people might have wanted them.
All right,
Plus-
Peabody, I'm
plus-
done with your
think
fucking
about the queen.
nonsense, all right?
Think about the queen.
No more. Why don't you just go back into your stupid house and just smoke your stupid weed, all right?
You know, I was going to. That was my plan for today. Until I got woken up by screaming banshees and came out here to beat up some dogmen because I thought they were done harassing you again.
No damn
Nope.
it, the well is dry.
That's why you're screaming? It can wait till
Yes.
9 o'clock.
I
What
can't
the hell
wait.
is the whale dry? Who stole the
Who
goddamn
cares?
water.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Get me if you have a real problem. I'm gonna go back inside and go back to bed.
The dogman.
Slam your door.
And when I go back in, I'm gonna look at the desk clerk and be like, "Don't let them dogmen stay here. They didn't follow the rules." I'm gonna go to bed.
He looks over at James's character, the desk clerk.
The ledger had
But they have
are they from the where the
I don't care. They didn't call ahead.
wolfmen or are they the dogmen?
Same dogmen again every Tuesday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're okay. Fine, that's fine.
Hey, if it's every Tuesday, why is it a big deal?
If it's every Tuesday, that means they've been calling ahead since the Tuesday they done started, you dumbass.
They didn't. They didn't even talk like us. They don't even
They
speak.
did say they were canceling because they were going on vacation.
Yeah, just build them a hut outside if they're gonna be here every fucking Tuesday.
Look, it's here in my red ledger.
All right, we'll just get some coin off them at least this time.
The
Need more
dogmen.
refugees.
The dogmen spread out. Two of them are at the well with the woman. One of them is walking over towards towards James's character, and one of them seems to be headed north to kind of like stake the place out and look around. As the guy headed north walks by Kosher, he gives you a nod and winks, and then moves on to the north. The dogman at the well take a good long look. You can see him sniffing. They start sniffing around and stuff like that, and they converse with the orcish woman. The dogmen can talk. They just don't speak common, and it's a series of mostly distinct yips and barks. And apparently, the orcish woman speaks dogman. So,
Good for her.
Kosher, what are you doing?
I want to catch up with the one walking north.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of tap him on the shoulder and just let him acknowledge that I'm there, and I want to walk with him.
Okay. Why don't you roll for me?
Oh no.
The dogman turns his head to the side and says in a hushed tone, "They're coming. It's time. Are you ready?"
So many questions. Hold on a second. And so I go back and I grab an actual warhammer
Okay.
that actually has like a spike on one end, and then the blunt on the other,
Right.
and then I run and catch up with him.
Okay. James, the dogman walking towards you turns out to be a dog woman, and she approaches and do you speak dog woman?
Woof, 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 woof.
She
Woofity woof.
she nods her head knowingly and then begins to sign.
Wow.
That's incredible.
She intimates to you.
Dog smarter than you.
She intimates to you that they are here for Dogman Tuesday. They hope you have their room open. Of course, they're happy to pay, for dinner and the meal.
They're so nice.
There, then she says all that to you, or she signs all that to you, and then she asks if you've made any progress on their stage act. If your father is willing to let them get on stage this week.
Oh, I'll need to go talk to him.
She looks a little disappointed, but this happens every week, so she's used to it.
Mhm.
You remember that Dogman Tuesday has been staying at your inn for a couple of years now. and they don't come every Tuesday, but at least twice a month they're here. And for the last year or so, they've been trying to get your father to let them get on stage on Tuesday nights and Howl at the Moon, which is the name of their band.
Good name.
So she hangs out over there with you and is, you know, signing about the particulars of their stay, and, you know, trying to implore, you know, impress upon you that they're really good, that they'll really, you know, they'll help. They swear they're not just gonna bark at the moon like last time. They're definitely gonna actually play their instruments. They promise. After a few minutes of staring and investigating the well, Dungeon, you've gone back inside. You're frustratedly attempting to get yourself back into sleep mode, even though you know it's not going to happen. You got yourself all riled up and fucking dawn, butt-ass crack in the morning.
I swear to God, I feel like every day it's a different issue. I moved here because it was the sleepiest town on the entire map that I could find, and yet every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, somebody's outside screaming, waking me up in the morning. Hell, we got 6 people living in this little hamlet, and somehow somebody's always yelling. You know what? These problems never resolve themselves. I guess I got to take care of this shit again. I'm gonna walk outside.
Okay, you come back outside and see one of the dogmen is headed your way.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let them all stay here. Just let them all stay here again.
At the
Every
same
Tuesday.
time, so like one's headed your way and it looks like he plans to talk to you. At the same time, the one who's at the well seems to have just overturned one of the biggest rock that makes up the kind of pseudo cobblestone pathway.
Oh, perfect. They're tearing our damn roads up.
And
What do you want, Yip Yap? How's it going? What the fuck are y'all even doing here?
as you say this and Yip Yap comes over, the one who pulled up that giant stone disappears, not vanishes, but like literally climbs a ladder into the earth.
Did you see that?
There's just a ladder the whole time.
You say this to Yip Yap?
Yeah.
Yip Yap looks behind him, looks back at you, kind of shrugs. Yeah.
Ladder? What?
He begins talking in Dogman, which you definitely don't speak.
Chesh, what the fuck is that?
Who are you talking to?
James's character? What the fuck is that?
James's character to you is young Franklin.
Ooh.
There's old man Franklin and young Franklin.
Young Franklin. One of the dogmen just opened up the rock and climbed into the earth? What?
Young Franklin, this is actually one of the very few secrets of Sweet Spring, that Sweet Spring is not a natural spring. There is an aquifer down there, but it does not create the well on its own. There is a quasi-magical water pump that pumps water out of the aquifer and into the well, and it is only accessible from that ladder through a narrow earthen tunnel.
Okay.
What the hell is that? What does that do? Has that always been there? How do they know about it? Yip Yap, you know about this shit?
Yip Yap goes, bark.
Of course you do. How the fuck am I the last one to learn about everything? All right, let's just go see what's in the fucking hole. And I'm going to walk outside in my underwear.
All right, still in his boxers with a paddle.
I'm going to look down the hole.
You head over. Young Franklin, the dog woman, has finished signing to you, and she looks like she's just kind of willing to hang out until you talk to your father. What are you up to?
I guess I'm going to talk to him and let him deal with this.
Okay, you head off to get old man Franklin.
Yeah.
All right, you head back inside. Pepper, you are hanging out, surveying the scene. You're definitely the second oldest person in Sweet Spring. You're not necessarily an old person, you're just the second oldest person. You've been here maybe 5 years less than old man Franklin. You knew that there was a secret to Sweet Spring, but they never told you what it was, and that's been stuck in your craw since you moved here. You knew they were hiding something, and they would never tell you what it was. And then, lo and behold, this dog man just climbs down a fucking tunnel out of nowhere.
I'm gonna see that, and I'm gonna go. Those motherfuckers have been holding this shit out for me for this goddamn long. They could have just told me there was a goddamn ladder in the fucking ground. What the hell? And then
You know what Franklin's are.
I'm gonna walk toward, I guess, Harriet, who is still kind of in that area.
You're headed for the well area?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've lowered my gun.
Okay.
Now we have had issues in the past with some harassment from the dogmen, okay? So I'm very wary of them.
Right. Now, the dogmen harassment, that was actually from the Poodlemen, and they haven't been seen in town in a long time, but Poodlemen look a lot like dogmen.
They all look the same.
Their kind. I don't trust their kind.
There's an old saying by travelers who pass through the Sweet Spring area. It's just fucking poodles. They don't say anything about it. They don't explain. They're just passing through. And if you need, it's kind of one of those filler statements. Like, you don't know what to say to this guy, you know, but like, you know, it's like, oh, weather, huh? You're like, fucking poodles. They're like,
Fucking
yep,
poodles.
fucking poodles.
Great.
All right. Kosher, you, he said that stuff. You went and grabbed the real Warhammer and came back out. What are you up to?
Oh, the plan was to catch back up with him.
Okay, yeah, you caught it. You're standing next to him, man. You've just arrived. You're right there. Now what?
I asked, what do you mean they're coming? Like I see you fellas came over here, but who else is coming? I need more than that, man.
The Borgons. They're on their way.
What the fuck is a Borgon?
What do you mean, what the fuck is a Borgon, man? We've been doing this for fucking 48 years. Don't you know what the fucking Borgons are?
No.
What the fuck? You off your rock? You been fucking smoking the damn couve?
No, I just got here. I don't know what you want from
Just
me.
got here. You've been living in this damn shithole for the last 18 cycles, and you don't know what the fuck the Borgons are, and now you don't even know where you live?
What? All right. Let's say we know. All right. Oh, let's go deal with it.
No, we ain't dealing with shit. They're coming here. Jesus, I'm fucking telling Steven this time. You've been on the couve too long.
All right. And then I'm like, I don't even know if I saw them go down. So I go over to Pepper's character and I'm like,
Yeah, you didn't see the guy go down the hole, but that particular dog man is currently gone. You head back towards the center, and you do see the giant hole that's never been there before. So you walk up as Pepper's arriving, gun in hand, but no longer pointed, and Dungeon also walking up, looking extremely irate, boxers only, paddle in hand.
I just look at Pepper's character. I'm like, I need to know what's going on, but would you get a look at this guy?
Did you know about
I
this
point to Dungeon.
motherfucking hole? Look at this hole. Did you know that they were holding out on us about this entire time?
This is some bullshit.
I know. What the
Not
hell
even
is that
anything
holding out?
new. Every damn time somebody strange shows up in this village, they always know more than we do.
I agree.
Franklin have more secrets than a damn cooking book.
I mean, Franklin and them, they probably know what the hell's going on, and they just don't want to
Of course
tell
they
us.
do.
I want to know why.
They do. They're just
I'm a contributing
playing us
member
like
of
cards.
society, and I deserve to know what the hell's going on here. So,
we all do. I don't know why the hell I even live here anymore.
did y'all talk to those dogmen? Do you know anything about what the hell's going on
Yeah,
with
they
them?
said yippity yappity. And they climbed down a goddamn hole.
No, they said they're coming.
Wait, what? Who's
Yeah.
coming?
I don't know what they are, but
You
Harriet
speak
looks,
dog, man?
Harriet looks
tried-
over at Kosher's character and says, Dorlin, you speak dogman?
Yeah, Dolan, you're holding out on us too?
Man, we went to the same school. I can't. Where did you pick that up?
What do you?
Who'd you talk to? Was he speaking common?
Yeah, I guess.
On the,
I understood him.
What the fuck, darling? Dogmen don't speak common. Their tongues don't even work that way.
What?
He's a
Well, I,
half.
mean, I talked to the guy. I don't know what you want from me. That's what he told me.
Either way, who's coming? Who's coming?
Give us the details.
Can't be worse than Dogman.
No, they are. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it because I don't know what it is. I tried to ask him about it. He treated me like I was a big dumb.
Who'd you talk to?
Use
got
the
to
word.
the end.
What
I
did
point
he
to what's him over there.
Who the hell?
Which
Him,
one?
him over yonder.
He points,
Barkins?
he points over to the
And
north
points
towards Big Barker.
Well,
Big Bark.
Big Barker.
hell. Of course it's Big Barker.
It said Big Bob Borker.
Big Bob Barker. That's him.
Yeah.
Borker, what have you been feeding him?
Big Bob Borker comes back
Oh,
into the
hi.
area. Looks like Big Bob Borker's he's like missing an eye, and he looks pretty like gruff. But he's always been real nice to those of you who may have interacted with him. He walks over. Who? What? Yep.
Just write it down. You know I don't know that.
Can I can see him, right?
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay. What the hell is going on here? I want to
Yeah,
know
totally.
how y'all knew about this there well,
Yeah,
and how'd you know about that hole,
yeah,
and what the hell's down that hole,
yeah,
and why y'all coming into this town like something's going on behind you?
yeah,
Why you carrying Harriet here?
yeah.
Take this water from us?
Rips my boxers off. Yeah.
Oh, God. Old Man Franklin and Young Franklin both come out of the inn at this time. Young Franklin, it appears that yon villager over there is now standing in the nude with a pair of ripped boxers in one hand and a paddle in the other, looking very irate.
I want some damn answers.
2 + 2 is 4.
Fucking
Borker, what did you give Dorland think he knows Dogman? Franklin's, why the hell is there a hole that with ladders in it?
Oh, I've been going down there for years trying to work on the pump.
Pump?
I would never see you down there. Okay, you need to
There's
do
a
something
pump for the
Right
well?
now.
Always go at night down to the pump.
Why do you need a pump for the well? They fill up with the rain, dumbass.
Because
I don't think that's how it
it
works.
comes from the water table that's underneath the land.
This is a pump well?
Have you been doing this and conspiring with them dog men this whole time? Because they clearly know what the hell you've been doing.
We hired them a long time ago to dig the hole so we could put the pump down there.
And they just happen to show up when all of our water goes missing?
Sometimes.
Well, that's pretty damn weird.
Harriet
I
looks
tried to
over.
put the
I
boxes
done
back on.
said, you fucking dumbasses, I called the dog men.
Harriet, when the hell did your ass ever say those damn words? I didn't hear you speak up once.
How'd
Look,
you
Kramer,
call
just
him?
because you were fucking old as shit and can't hear nothing, don't mean I didn't say nothing.
I think we all heard your yelling.
Use your damn voice to say those words.
Don't make fun of her. She's only 62. She ain't old.
You don't have to speak about my goddamn age. Jeez. Y'all are
Rude.
just getting on my nerves today.
She runs this village. Talk to her like that.
You don't run shit.
Yeah, I don't really
She'll
mind.
run her rifle butt up your ass if you keep running it like that. Harriet screaming every morning.
I ain't
I mean,
screaming
that's
every
true.
morning. I ain't never screamed in my whole damn life till our Sweetwater well went dry.
Which
Is
is
our
why
water
You're
coming
telling
back?
us. That's what your husband tells us all the time.
Can somebody give me a damn answer
Oh,
about the water?
Orland.
It's gonna come back. Are y'all gonna fix it? Do I have to get up and move around and go to another damn town?
Well, I don't know. That's why I called the dog men so they'd check it out.
You could have asked me. I've put shit together before.
You ain't putting nothing together but your two damn brain cells trying to make a fucking copper coin. You still can't manage that, can you? You're
Oh
lucky we
my
didn't-
God.
We're lucky you
I
gave me that
built-
damn house.
I built the Orlavian tent city barehanded.
Mm-hmm.
I built a motorbike several years back,
Did you?
and I built our city's furnace right
Did
over
you?
there.
Did you?
I
Wow.
did. I did.
Wow. Last
I did.
time, next time you stop imagining shit, maybe you'll start building something for real.
All right.
Anyways,
All right, children, you're being
You weren't
childish.
even here. You wouldn't even know. Harriet, you didn't move here 2 years ago, and you're already bossing us all around?
Dorland has information for us. He's got some intel.
Dorland's hiding shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He thinks he
Well,
speaks dog man.
Apparently, he can speak dog man.
No, he
He knows
can't.
more than
I've
we
known
do.
Dorland
So
10 years. He doesn't speak fucking dog man.
I guess the man had a miracle. I don't know.
Borkin, just write down what you're trying to say.
Borkin starts to talk to Harriet because she speaks Dogman. Harriet turns back to y'all. Says, I don't know what fucking shit Dorland's been smoking. Probably just fucking Smith fumes since he can't find his own damn house. But anyways,
He's a
Borkin,
good.
he ain't a Smith. He's an apprentice at best.
Well, he's all we got.
He is all we got since fucking Steven ran off. But anyways, Borkin said that he was trying to tell Dorland that there was some tracks out to the north. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, who's coming or nothing like that. There ain't nobody coming.
It'd be nice. Get a little coin. Some people other than
Oh, well, I
them.
mean, I'm sure the travelers will come through like regular, but it ain't no like, coming there to be worried about or nothing. Fucking.
That red carpet.
What the hell are these tracks, though?
What are the travelers called then?
What do you mean, what are they called? Called travelers, merchants, people.
All right, I walk. Oh, well, y'all on your own. Fuck y'all.
No, Dorland,
back
don't be
inside.
like that. Dorland, come on.
Nope, I go back inside.
Come on.
Dorland,
What the hell are you going on about tracks about? What tracks?
Dorland, on your way out, Big Borker looks directly at you, winks again, and then pulls out of his pocket, that like facing away from the party. You know, like that. He's in profile to the rest of the group. On the opposite side, the side they can't see from him, he pulls out of his pocket a chrome-plated laser pistol. And you know this, just like instinctively, you are aware that he has a chrome-plated laser pistol in his left pocket. Then you head back into your building.
Who is this that has it?
Big Borker,
Okay.
the guy who was talking to Dorland earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Big Borker looks back over at Harriet and yips some more, and she says, "They're to the north. I mean, but I don't see how that's relevant. That fucking tracks doesn't do nothing to our well. The hole's still open in the ground. Old Man Franklin has come out and is signing with the dog woman. Young Franklin, you can tell that he's on the fence about this whole band thing. You guys have been burned once, you let them in, and all they like they started playing their instruments, then one of them heard something, and then all four of them just fucking howled at the ceiling for the next 10 minutes. And all your fucking customers left. It was the worst. And so he's not real big on this, but he likes the dog band. They've been loyal customers for a long time. He looks to you as his son and soon to be the owner of this inn to give him a sign.
All right. I mean, then let's give him one more chance, but let him know that we can't have any howling.
I mean, it would be nice. We don't really get bards in here too often. A regular band, probably good for business.
Mm-hmm.
I do reckon. I'll go with your gut on this, son.
Thank you, Dad.
All right, Nelly. Y'all are good. He signs, and she looks overjoyed. She's extremely pleased. She does a little dance. She turns around and barks at the others, and one of the guys comes back in from climbs up out of the well, and he looks all pleased about it. And the other two are gathered around. They're very happy about this.
You're gonna regret it, I say as I'm walking inside to put clothes on.
Okay. The one who comes out of the well He looks happy at the news that his band's gonna get to play, but then he remembers that he was down in the well, and he looks over at young Franklin, and you can see his a big forlorn look on his face. He's very upset about something. You, over the years, having had to work with him, have picked up some Dogman, but haven't really made the effort to call yourself fluent. So he talks to the dog woman, expecting her to translate for you, but you pick up something like pump damaged, energy gone. And the dog woman looks over at you and can see by a look on your face that you probably caught enough of that, and she signs out the rest that he believes that the pump is broken in some way, and that it's whatever life it had, and by life she probably means magic, is gone.
He pales instantly and falls over.
Oh, you like faint, or you just kind of you get woozy?
Fainted, yes.
All right, yeah, all right. Young Franklin, having
I hear thud and turn around. Let me get my pants on. Quit knocking people over.
You head inside. You rush inside to get some to put some trousers on so you can come back out. Pepper, the Harriet who speaks Dogman also looks extremely troubled, and young Franklin just fainted on the ground. What are you doing?
Harriet, what the hell's going on? Why'd he faint? What'd they do?
Well, I don't actually know what's down there, but he said something's broken and the life is gone. But, old man Frank, what the hell is he talking about? Well, you see, our well, it runs from this pump out of the aquifer, and it seems to be busted.
Well, we can't just fix it? We can't do something to remedy it?
Well, it's magical, and
Right.
ain't had nobody magical come through Sweet Spring in just about 45 years, and so I reckon we probably can't fix it.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that y'all maintained it this whole time?
Well, yeah, the Dogmen, they don't really do magic, but they got a kind of a knack for magic,
I don't know if I'm following you, but I guess I understand. So we don't have any magic to put it back together again
I don't even know what's broken. We didn't ever know how it worked back when my daddy started the inn. He had a friend who did him a favor and set up that pump and said it'd last forever, and that'd set Daddy up and all of us for life. Now that
so what you're telling me is we're gonna have to find somebody that can do magic, and in order to do that, we're gonna have to go to another town and find somebody that can do it.
I know a little magic.
And
who needs magic?
You don't know no damn magic. The magic you know is fucking farting into a pillowcase, calling it a pillow.
Well,
Harriet, it's not helping.
Well, hang on. Who needs magic? I can do a little magic.
We all need a little magic, but right now that pump could use looking at.
So it's not a rain well; it's a pump well, and it needs magic to make it work. I can do that. I can fix that.
You can do magic?
Oh yeah, I do magic all the time. You just don't know.
You can do magic this whole damn time, and you've been living off our goodwill all these years. You piece of shit.
We haven't needed.
That sounds like most wizards who I've read about in books.
Okay, you know what?
Young Franklin knows.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Okay, Franklin Jr., but let me tell you something. You need to, really come clean with anything else that you're holding back. All of y'all need to do it.
That's just the way them Franklins is.
Old man Franklin looks real something about that.
They got their secrets and they're keeping their secrets. We'll figure it out when it blows up, just like this one.
Y'all know I'm a contributing member of this here settlement.
You run this settlement.
Deserve to be clued in to whatever nonsense y'all
Should
been
be.
holding back.
Old man Franklin looks over at you, Gretel, and he says, Gretel, I'm gonna need you to calm down or we're gonna have to have a talk about you and your husband. He just looks real significant at you.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I think you know.
Shit, everybody got secrets now. Am I the only here that doesn't have a secret?
You were a secret with your damn magic, you dumbass!
That's not
Yeah,
a secret. Nobody asked. I didn't even have any magic out there.
you could probably could have pulled
I'm not doing it for free.
water from the damn sky if you wanted to. I don't know what the hell you
I
do.
don't make rain.
Well, who knows what you
Big
can
shit.
make? I didn't know you could make anything before this. You sure
Look,
ain't
look
been
over there. Look
so
over there.
far.
Look over there. Look over there. Cup of water.
Roll for
Are you a goddamn magician? What the hell?
What am I wrong?
Roll normal. There is, in fact, a cup of water sitting on the edge of the well that was not there before.
So where was this power when we needed it? Okay, we've had real struggles with droughts in the past, and you couldn't have put some motherfucking water on the crops.
I don't know how well y'all are versed in this magic stuff, but every time a magician pops up, well, they wind up spent or dead within 2, 3 years.
There's a handful of us, and we damn sure would appreciate your help if you offered
You
it.
haven't needed it. Everything's
Okay,
been normal, quiet,
Those times those
until people started screaming.
asshole dog man came around drunk as
They're
hell.
always assholes.
Harriet.
Nothing new.
You couldn't help her
I had my power.
then?
Need magic to beat up a dog, man.
Well, you need magic to shut your damn mouth. Because you're getting on my nerves.
I'd like to be sleeping. Hell, I was on your side, Gretel.
Go back to bed. I'm
I was
tired of
on
telling
your
y'all.
side. Fine.
Got
Shit.
Old man Franklin over here threatening me, and y'all holding back big secrets. I don't know what the hell to say anymore.
I mean, you're holding back secrets too.
Yeah, well, mine's not that big of a deal, okay? I had some issues.
I mean,
with
isn't that how everyone feels?
He's dead. I mean, there ain't nothing to do with him. He just left some dirt that I had to carry on as a burden, but that ain't shit compared to y'all.
I'm gonna go fix the pump.
You do that. And then when you get done, how about you magicalize some yummy food for us and give us some
Glass of water. I point at her hand.
Roll. Yep, glass of water right in Gretel's hand.
Walk out the door. And go down. Go to the
all
hole.
he can do is materialize water cups.
That's just literally his whole power.
Sorry, go.
It's just conjure glass of water. His singular spell.
I'm your guy.
Roll. Should we roll for that?
I mean, that's all he's done so far.
Here.
All right. So, you're headed down for the. You want to head down into the well, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix the pump.
Okay. Orlin, you went back into your Smith bedroom thing. What are you doing?
I'm just actually going to get started on the work for the day.
Alright.
I'm done caring about these guys. These guys are all out of control.
Okay.
I don't want no part of it.
All
I want to
right.
get my work done for whenever my boss comes back.
As an apprentice, the only thing that you're really like good at so far is horseshoes.
I was going to say I was planning on making nails and horseshoes.
Yeah, that's really the only thing that you've got down like solid. You think you could make a blade if you really had to, but it'd be pretty shitty. But you make most of your living just reshoeing horses on the travelers who pass through. So that's pretty much your everyday deal, making some nails and horseshoes, or like repairing tack that maybe someone sold to you so you can resell it. All right, give me a roll +1 to get the forge going and start on your normal work. Hell yeah, 2 successes. That's good. Forge lights up first try, which is good because sometimes you've had trouble getting it going. And you have one of those happy accident moments where you look over and realize that you forgot you had left yourself, like you already did like 6 of the 8 horseshoes you were hoping to do, and you've done them right already. Nice work past you. Good job. Then you look over at the box where you keep the slag iron that you usually use for nails, and you spot your old trusty rifle. You remember back in the days in the war when you were defending against the enemy, and that's why you started taking Kuv, because you you don't really like the dreams that gave you.
So I'm coming down.
Yeah. Okay. Young Franklin, your dad's going back inside. He figures he don't care about none of this nonsense. The dogman will figure out the pump, or someone will. He's too old for this shit. He claps you on the back. The son, I'm gonna leave this in your hands. You're gonna be. I guess we don't really have a mayor, but if we had one, it's gonna be you real soon. So you're in charge. And he heads back inside. He's already gone. The dog woman, like as soon as he heads back inside, she like perks up, super happy, and gives you a big hug. You guys have been buddies, I guess, for quite a few years now. You're of a similar age, and she's she learned to sign, and so that the two of you could converse. She finishes the hug and stands back and signs very excitedly that she hopes the well gets fixed, and she's very excited to play.
I'm excited to hear y'all tonight.
She reaches into a pocket, or not really a pocket, I guess like a side pouch, and pulls out like a not like a full scroll. Looks like they probably took a full-sized like sheet of vellum or something like that and ripped it into small strips so they could make multiple usages out of it. So she pulls out a rolled up piece of vellum, but it's only like 2 inches wide, but the full length. And she looks a little sheepish, and then kind of like hands it over to you.
He takes it and opens it up.
It's a poor but legible attempt at the common lettering. It says something like, "Hello, my name is Voina." That's all.
Oh, that is very good.
She looks bashful but pleased.
That's very, very good. Wonderful job. And I still need to work on your tongue as well. Is there a written form that you all use?
She nods and grabs like a stick or a small stone nearby and draws out what looks like a series of runes.
Well, Franklin's now busy probably for the rest of the afternoon.
Okay. She will after seeing that you're interested, she will draw out the basic runic language of the dogmen. They're more or less a pictogram system, but with its own intricacies as is common. Okay. You're headed down into the well, Mr. Dungeon. About 30 feet down this very narrow earthen tunnel, you climb the ladder, and after about 25 feet, it widens a little to a more comfortable size, and then at the bottom, about the 35-40 foot mark, you step into a pure dark, no lights cavern space. You hear the sound of what sounds like kind of thick, dull metal on metal, but you can't see anything.
Feel around on either side and beneath it, looking for torches.
Nope. Dogmen have dark vision.
Just conjure yourself up.
I'm gonna say finger candle.
Okay. Roll for
Hold
me.
the finger up.
Go ahead. Yes, you do. Finger candle. A soft, kind of like sickly green candle flame pricks up on your finger. And you can feel it kind of like draining your energy. You know, this kind of work takes a lot of your available calories or whatever, and you're gonna need a big meal today. But for now, you've got 5-10 feet of light, and you see a much larger cavern than you expected. It looks like it wraps the entire village center. This full like 25 by 25 area, basically where the stone circle is. And near the center of this area, you see the well, like the large stone well, that kind of is just a big pillar in the middle. And there's a metal contraption that has two like large metal somethings into the earth and one metal something into the side of this stone tube.
Oh shit! What did I get myself into? I'll look at it and see if I can figure out what it is.
Okay.
So my character fancies himself a handyman, but he's not really. Like he's maybe your like change a light bulb or like put up a sign.
Yeah.
Or some like really basic remedial shit kind of handyman.
Right.
And the kind of magic he knows is stuff that he learned off a wizard drunk at a tavern one time, like parlor tricks.
Mm-hmm.
But he knew that'd be enough to get them to shut up when they were all telling him he sucks.
Oh yeah.
Early
Glass of water,
so-
finger candle. Pow. Magic.
Exactly, stuff like that, or confetti, like
Yeah.
junk like that. But now he sees this huge machine, and he's like, I fixed some machines, but never nothing like this.
As you approach the machine trying to figure it out, the basics, like the very, very basics, make sense. You know that the two things that go into the earth are probably pulling water, and the one that goes into the stone tube probably puts water into the well. But the mechanics of the machine itself, how or why it works, are definitely beyond you.
I'm just gonna grab part of it and try and like move it around. See if I can find a part that doesn't move.
Okay. None of it moves. You still hear the metal on metal sound like something's moving, but nothing you see moves.
Thinking like maybe something like down beneath me is disconnected. Gonna like look for a big rock.
Time for some
And,
percussive maintenance.
Yeah, roll it down this hole and hope it hits something metal and smacks it back into place.
Okay. You find a reasonably sized stone that might still fit in the hole. You wanna drop it down into the aquifer, basically.
Yeah, my character's guess is that there's something down there that's broken, so he's hoping that it's just like stuck on something, and maybe this will jostle it.
Okay. You drop it down and stand there looking down the side of the hole and listen. You hear it kind of hit the side, the earth inside, clang into some metal, side metal, side metal, side metal, and then a kersploosh. Then a soft amber glow starts with the machine and then fills the cavern. You can see very effectively now.
Oh God, did I fix it?
A voice comes from the machine area. Oh, you fixed something.
Well, all right. Victory number 1 for me today. About time something went my damn way. Thank you, machine. I didn't even know you even talked. What's your name?
It doesn't talk. I talk, though.
Do you power the machine?
No. I'm trapped in the machine.
You're trapped in I'm trapped in this town. We should be buds.
We could escape together.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Everybody here's an asshole.
They are assholes.
Thank you. They're sending dogmen down to fix this shit. I could have fixed this yesterday, especially if you're going to talk to me and tell me how to fix it.
I can't believe that fucking dog, man. He comes down here and pisses on me every time.
Oh my God. I knew it. I knew it. I knew they were dirty. Pissing on our beds and our floors. God, I don't know why they let them stay at the inn. What's your name?
My name? Oh. You know, I've been here so long, I don't think I remember my name.
Really?
Yeah. It's so sad.
Do you know the name Franklin?
Old man Franklin?
Were you trapped here by the Franklins?
I was.
Oh my God. We have so much in common. You know, they bought up my contract for me to come out here and do manual labor, and they've just left me rotten here. Haven't used any of my skills on nothing. I've just been sitting around bored all day for, hell, 12 years?
That's
How long have
just,
you been here?
it's just like them. Their I guess ancestor. I mean, I've been here decades now. Their ancestor summoned me up for some good times, and then trapped me in this machine.
Making you power it, I bet, right?
Right, he makes me run his damn water.
Oh my God. You know, they could be powering this off of rainwater if they weren't dumbasses, but they got you enslaved powering their machine. It ain't right. How do I get you out of this?
Well, I think you just break the machine.
Well, didn't know about the machine until 10 minutes ago. You know, I'll just say I was trying to fix it. What do you think the best way is to break it?
You know how
I'm ready to get out of this.
You know how rocks work?
Oh yeah, just kicked it right down there. A little more of that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, I'm gonna fix you up real quick. Hang on. Maybe you got a name you want, even if you ain't got a name you know.
Why don't you give me a name?
Name. Well, I ain't ever named nothing. Well, shit. Oh, I got a great idea. You know, I had a dream the other night. How about Eastmere?
Eastmere? I
Yeah.
like that. It sounds feline.
All right, cool. Let's get you out of this shit, Eastmere.
Awesome. What do you do?
Just kick a bunch of rocks down it. Pissed off.
Link this fine fella here, our Discord, in the chat, because he seemed like he want to join. All right, you do that for a little bit. Back up top side. It's been 5, maybe 10 minutes since yonder naked man, or no longer naked man, made his way down the tunnel, claiming to do magic. Kosher's character is hard at work in the forge. Dorlin, yes. Dorlin is hard to work in the forge. Was it Gretel? Gretel, what are you up to?
Gretel or Gretchen? I don't remember.
Definitely Gretel.
Gretel, okay. I wandered back to my my house. I've been wearing, a hat. I threw on a hat. I always wear a hat. Took off my hat. Ears pop up. I get a little more relaxed. I hide my tail under this dress.
Your husband in the corner looks out from where he hides and says, "What's going on?"
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
I
Let me
would.
tell
You
you
know I can't get out of this damn box.
Well, whose damn fault is that?
The fucking
Okay.
necromancer. I didn't choose this.
Well, why the hell did you get involved with the necromancer in the beginning?
Well,
I told you it was a bad idea.
Look, he said he could make us a bunch of money.
When has anybody ever said, I can make you a bunch of money and it worked out well? It never works out. You gotta work hard for your money.
I mean, we got the money. Then the bandits and, well, I mean,
Yeah,
wasn't
you
my
put
fault.
yourself in that box. You did it all on your own, not really thinking about anything else but yourself. Your own selfishness. Don't even bother. Now everybody knows about us. Old man Franklin's gonna tell everybody about your ass, and I'm gonna look like a loony.
They're gonna run us out of town. Don't let him do that.
I mean, I'm trying not to, but
Well, if you weren't
This
so
is a
damn
small-
ornery all the time.
listen, let me tell you something. I'm ornery. You put us in this shithole place because of your dumbassness,
Dumbass.
and now I have to deal with all of this. And now there's some motherfucker out there that apparently can do magic.
Oh, shit.
How about that?
He's gonna
Is
find
he a
out.
necromancer too?
Hey, that'd be real bad. Look, I'm sorry. I know I've been stuck in this box and it makes me real uppity. I apologize.
You are sorry.
I
I'll
apologize.
agree with that.
Look, I apologize. I apologize. I'm just saying, if he's a necromancer, we're in real big trouble.
Why the hell are you even scared? You're done for. You're stuck there.
Right, but I could be, done for forever.
And, so?
What you mean so? Don't be like that.
Well, you're not.
You like
You
my
don't
company.
start providing for me. I'm out here on my own, trying to keep you a secret.
You're not
I mean,
alone.
you're just a goddamn burden at this point because you ain't doing shit but sitting in that box.
You know what, Gretel? I've had enough. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Walk your ass out then.
He hefts himself up out of the box and waddles, just like because he's only like he's only like waist up, so he just he hefts himself out of the box, throws himself onto the ground, and starts dragging himself out of the house.
Well, isn't this a sight to see? Have fun with that. Everybody's gonna love you when they see you. They'll probably put your ass in the ground ASAP.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Right before you, when they find out you've been harboring a zombie for years. Great.
Well, you know what? At least I had some decency in keeping your ass around. I should have just chucked a shovel around your damn neck and called it good.
I guess you shoulda. Now we're both gonna be dead. Oh wait, I can't die, so just you. Suck it.
Have fun getting the doorknob open.
He's at the door right now, trying to reach the door.
Can't reach it, can you?
Fuck you! All right, young Franklin, what are you up to?
Let me just say that was the best right there.
The door.
It's just a classic marriage. What do you
Right,
mean?
yeah, they're just-
Mhm.
that's what love looks like at 75.
Yeah.
Look, get me out.
What are you up to, young Franklin?
Young Franklin is.
Are you still like? I mean, you could say you're studying dog runes. If you
He's
want.
still studying dog runes.
Okay. She's written out the basics, like just like they don't really have a lettering system. It's more pictogram, but there's like simple words or sounds she's given you, and then she's got like she's written out a couple of actual words like house, breakfast, or like lunch, stuff like that.
Right.
She wrote her name. She wrote your name. She may or may not have put a heart between them, but then she scraped that out real quick. Then I guess we'll move on. All right. Down. Or actually, no. Everyone topside feels a rumbling in the earth. The whole village seems to kind of shudder for a minute. Not a minute, maybe like 10 seconds. But it's a sizable, full on 10 seconds of rumble. Down below, you tossed a bunch of rocks down there, figured out none of that was working. Eventually, they just fall back down into the aquifer, and you went and found a sizable, like, pointy rock and just started bashing the machine itself. Eventually, it looks like that worked. You've smashed into the machine enough that you eventually break through, maybe just a small sliver of broken through the piping, but this like greenish gas starts to escape, and then the whole cavern starts to rumble.
Eastman, you're free. Go for it. I'm gonna run for the ladder.
Okay. You rush for the ladder, and she says, "I'm coming. I'll meet you topside. Grab your gun."
Oh. Run up there and
So you come rapidly up the ladder. At the end of the 10 seconds, right as the rumbling ends, you hit topside. Pepper, Gretel. The rumbling has unlatched the door. Young Franklin, the rumbling has destroyed all the runes. It's shaken all the dirt. And Dorlin, you had a little bit of a panic moment as a lot of the super high heat coals and whatever else fuel you're using shook out of the forge.
Son of fuck. I just grabbed the shovel and I start shoveling that shit back in there.
Okay.
I'm like, God damn it. And so I guess I'm too preoccupied with that. I don't really.
Well, no, so you grab your shovel, you go to shovel them back in, but you're a little too young, a little too inept, and you end up dropping the shovel as one of the coals lands on your foot. And that shit's fucking hot. So you flip out thinking it's about to burn a hole through your damn boot, and you flip out, you drop the shovel. The coals that you had in it go flying all over the place.
No.
One lands in the charcoal, like the coal pile. One lands in your hay bed. One lands on the side of the building. 10 seconds later, the whole thing's on fire.
Oh no.
Dungeon, you've climbed up topside. The rumbling just ended. You look over, the smithy's literally on fire. There's a half of a body, like a desiccated corpse, is waddling out of Gretel's home. Young Franklin looks distraught, but is just staring at the dirt for some reason.
I'm gonna capitalize on this discombobulation alarm me. Rush. I don't own a gun. Rush into the inn and steal the shotgun from underneath the counter in the inn.
You're gonna run by young Franklin. All right, Gretel, what are you doing? Your husband just dragged himself outside.
I'm gonna mutter under my breath. Well, I guess this is getting interesting. And then I'm gonna put my hat back on, fix my dress, make sure everything's tucked in and hidden, and then I'm gonna grab my rifle, I guess, and follow out the door and accept that, you know what, today's a new day, and apparently shit's gonna happen. So
need you to roll with a -1 for me.
okay, how do I? Oh, it's just gonna be that -1.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. There's a reason that you moved out of the big city so long ago, and a big part of it was to do with the state your husband was in, but the other half was that when your anxiety gets up, your blood comes calling. And then your dog shows up, and then fucking
Literally
leaves.
just opens the door and leaves.
Wow.
Like
Dramatic timing.
your husband walks out. You get ready. You're about to leave, and your dog pushes the door open. Sup? Then fucking turns around.
Bye.
True.
You still here? All right. All right. So yeah, the other half was when your anxiety comes up, your blood comes calling, and you can feel that this chain of events is getting your blood running.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. You head outside. It looks like so there was the big rumble. You spot the smithy is starting to burn. The dog comes back in, but at least he stays this time. Then and you see, have we not named Dungeon's character yet?
No,
I don't think so. We're gonna
Nope.
call him Smitty.
of course.
And,
Wargerman Jensen.
yeah, exactly. Smitty Werbenman Jensen. He was number 1.
I missed the reference.
It's a
Mr. Google, help.
it's a SpongeBob reference. Just Google like SpongeBob. He was number 1, or SpongeBob Smitty. Anyways, Smitty has made his way, or is like he's climbed out of the thing, and he looks harried but excited, and is running for the inn, where you see young Franklin looking distraught but just staring at dirt. Young Franklin, you are distraught and staring at dirt. What are you doing?
Committing what I saw to memory, and then let's see. Ground is shaking. I'm outside.
The ground just
I'm
finished
okay.
shaking. You look like you're
Okay.
staring at the dirt. You're upset about that. You glance up. The smithy's on fire. Smitty is running right at you for some reason. The dog, your friend, the dog woman, is looking around, unsure what the hell's going on. All the other dog men are also looking around in a state of confusion.
I tackle Smitty.
Just tackle Smitty. Okay. Now you're going like, you're going at him full tackle, or you want to like get in his way and tackle him, or like trip him?
No. I'm running full at him,
All
tackling
right,
him.
full tackle. Okay. I need both of you to roll normal. We'll do this. This is called contested, and just whoever has the highest total wins. Smitty wins, unless you can
Wow.
roll the same.
Fucking insane roll.
Okay.
Nice roll.
Now, as it is the first time this happened, we're gonna talk about a rule that you are now aware of. If at any given time you roll 3 4s or 3 1s and no 4s, something specially good or bad happens. This is the crits in the system. With 3 4s, Smitty, not only do you see him look at you, and for some reason you just know that he wants to stop you. And luckily, you feel Ismir's power in you, inside of you, and the magic is in your hands. What do you want to do?
Just gonna put my shoulder right into him and flip him as I run through him.
Smitty runs like sees you coming at him, and you see him coming at you, and he goes shoulder down, and you see his whole body just start to like very briefly transform, and he's this like upright Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rhinoceros, and he's running but still upright for some reason, puts his head and his shoulder down, and literally bodies the entirety of young Franklin 15 feet, cartwheeling through the air, and then landing with a pretty sickening crunch the wrong way on his right arm.
Ow.
And can I have it be like those old-timey Western doors that just flap and go like that as I go through?
No, but it was open since they hadn't closed it since the old man Franklin went through.
Okay.
So your brief transformation ends. You're back in your regular shape, and you're running into the inn. Young Franklin, you were on the ground with a broken and dislocated shoulder and arm. You got a broken I don't know what this is called. This thing, the thing that goes around, and then your arm from here is dislocated from that broken orbital.
He's probably screaming in pain at this point.
I'm
'cause
sure he is.
if I remember right, that's a fairly painful injury.
Yeah, I'm sure that's excruciating. All right, so young Franklin lands on the ground, sickening crunch, screaming in agony. Smitty, you're running inside. You're headed for the shotgun that you know they keep behind the counter. Dorlin, Your smithy is on fire. What are you doing? Kosher.
I'm going to first. Sorry.
So much.
Yeah. So first, I want to. Well, want to try and go for my gun and my drugs before it completely burns down.
Okay. You head.
Priority.
I'm in need of that for this.
You head for the sand quenching barrel where you keep your rifle, and dig in. You grab your rifle first, and you dig your hand at the bottom where you keep your stash of Kuv.
Yes.
Okay. Now normally you need to like part of the reason you became a smith is because Kuv is easier to process when it's heated, but it takes a few minutes. So you can either give yourself a high concentrate but dangerous dose by just eating it right now, or you can wait the few minutes here in the fire and heat up a normal dosage.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you grab your rifle and like spoon out or like pinch out a normal dosage, put it into the heating cup that you would normally use to melt slag iron, which is part of the reason that you're sick all the time, because you've got like raw slag iron soot and your drug in this cup, and that's how you take it.
God.
Yes.
All right, so that'll be you for the next minute or so. Pepper, Gretel, you're on your way outside. Shit's gone to hell in a handbasket. The smithy is catching fire. It's not like fully on fire or actively burning down right now, but it's definitely to the point that there's probably no stopping that from happening. Smitty, who you just found out is magical, like literally just kind of sort of transformed into some sort of giant horned beast, threw young Franklin into the air, and now young Franklin is on the ground screaming in agony. What are you doing?
I'm gonna see all this. And I'm gonna go. This goddamn town is totally gone to hell in a handbasket.
You feel the skin on your upper thighs, hidden beneath the dress, start turning to scales.
Shit. Gotta get this in check. All right. Gretel, you gotta calm down.
The necromancer!
Calm down. What? What was that? Oh, you're talking about Ted? Yeah, he's on death's door, as you can see.
Ted yells over, "Fuck you, Gretel!"
Yeah, I'm not the one with like no legs. I still got my whole body. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah,
And,
I'm sure they're gonna see your whole body real soon. Ha ha! He starts like hobbling faster out of town.
Jesus.
I'm gonna make sure I have all of my ammunition
Mm-hmm.
in my little pouch, and I'm gonna check my rifle, and I'm gonna look down and see if I can see Ted.
You can. He's getting a good distance, but he's not out of range.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Go ahead. Roll normal.
I missed.
Unfortunately, the bullet goes wide. Not because you're a bad shot, but because the skin on your hands has gone scaly, and you've lost some of the sensation that enables you to aim well.
All right, I'm gonna start walking a little faster towards him,
To Ted,
and I'll load another shot.
you're chasing Ted outside of town.
Yeah.
Okay. Your walking pace is about his waddle pace, so he's not getting any further away from you. All right. Young Franklin, you're on the ground screaming in agony, but the moments of shock have passed. You can try to move if you'd like. Young Franklin.
Yeah. Sorry, dog has been barking.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to calm him down.
I agree, Merlot. Chaos.
all around us.
Totally forgot I
It's a-
had music for this town.
This music
He really doesn't want to quiet down right
Yeah,
now.
I need some more chaotic music based on what's happening.
This is insanity.
This is the music of our lives.
All right. He's gonna try to get up off the ground with his good arm.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be it. Hell yeah. We're just gonna lay this right over our simple country village.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes.
So fun.
Okay, so you're gonna try and get up off the ground with your good arm. You can manage that. I mean, it is excruciating, but you don't really have a choice otherwise. So you just you lever yourself up, and the bad arm swings from back to down, and you almost pass out right there. But you get yourself a little more under control, and you get up to your knees and manage to stand.
What? Did he release it?
Are you asking that to someone, or are you just saying it aloud?
He's saying that out loud.
Okay. In the chaos around you, there's no one to answer. So like you say that to the air as Smitty's inside. The dogmen look confused and don't speak enough common to know what you're asking. Your friend Voina, the dog woman, looks at you with confusion. She runs over, gets under your good arm and tries to help you, but she like barks and yips and forgets that she needs to sign if she wants to talk to you.
Oh.
Oh,
Just whimpering.
Yeah, definitely whimpering.
That's cute.
Maybe a little nuzzle.
No, not in the confusion and fear.
Not in public.
Not in public. That would be wrong.
mm-hmm. He'll take the help and well, shit. Dad.
In the distance, Dorlin, while you wait for the last of the couve to heat, you hear the sound of drums.
While I'm waiting for it to heat,
You've
I
got-
I assume that it's kind of open, but not like super open. It's just in the fire.
it's largely open on one side.
Yeah. So is that where the sound's coming from, or
From the north, you hear the sound of drums, where Big Borker said they were coming.
do I have any idea what he's talking about? No.
Do you?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I know what he's talking about.
All right.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna leave my drugs here. And I grab my gun, and then I also grab my the warhammer that I set at the entrance on my way in,
Okay.
on the way out, and then I'm gonna look towards the north and see
All right.
what I see coming.
Sonic blast hammer in hand, laser rifle on your hip, you head out to the north side, the open face of the smithy. And there you see them, the enemy, your foes from the war so many years ago.
How many are there?
There
Is it like a full army, or
there is a small contingent of Bogons.
contingent?
Yes.
Do they see me?
They are marching directly at Sweet Spring.
Is it a rifle or a pistol? What I
Laser
have?
rifle.
Rifle. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run away from this building because it's fucking burning down now.
Make a roll at -1 to leave your drugs behind.
Alright.
You can't. You need them. I mean, that dose is almost done heating. If you could just wait 30 more seconds, everything would be fine. Everything would be better.
I wouldn't know. But I guess I got to. Okay. So.
I mean, you can
I'm
still
saying
act. You just can't abandon the smithy at the moment.
Well, in his right state of mind, he's gonna know that. You know what? Screw it. I don't know what the sonic hammer does, but it sounds like it's gonna shoot shockwaves at stuff. So I'm gonna. I'm gonna hit the ground in front of me and trying to send a shockwave towards them.
All right, roll for me on normal. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Whoa.
The sonic hammer, even though you've forgotten it in the drug haze and the PTSD, is not intended for combat. It's intended for rapid defensive setups. You slam it onto the ground, and a trench 30 feet wide and 10 feet across just cracks into the ground as the blast levels an amount of dirt and crushes it away.
Wow.
Let's see. So Smitty's inside. Smitty, you hear a blast of like earth. It's almost like the rumbling, but this was much sharper. Just one loud crushing of a lot of earth. You dive behind. Good.
So Smitty was very surprised that young Franklin tried to tackle him, and like it was more of like a bracing himself response than like a trying to like fucking kill him response. So when that happened, he stops and turns around and says, "YF, what the hell? Did you just try to tackle? Oh fuck!" And runs inside to get the gun. There you go.
Okay, so you ran inside. No, you're in. So you're in. You said that you're inside now.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Dukes of Hazzard slide over the bar, and behind it, just where you know it was gonna be, the old shotgun, old reliable.
Loaded shotgun. Pull open the drawer on the right, grab the shells, and toss them like I don't know, two reloads in my pocket and run outside.
All right, it's a double barrel, so you've got 4 heavy-duty shells in your pockets. You're still.
I know this is loaded because I've seen young Franklin,
Right.
tell many a ne'er-do-well to get the fuck out, even
That's
if he's
right.
never shot somebody.
You're still shoeless and shirtless, but you got your trousers on. You got 2
Good enough.
shells in each pocket, and you're rushing outside after hearing
Run
that
outside
crash.
I'm gonna run outside to check on young Franklin.
Okay. Gretel, right as you're about to start lining up your new shot on Ted, this towering, smoky green figure kind of whoosh out of the hole that is next to the well. Whoosh, kind of fills the area and then coalesces down into a large humanoid female figure, 10 feet tall, maybe well built, but like slender for her height, but for like super tall women is still pretty big. So she's a solid 10 feet tall, no feet. Her like from the waist down, she's just a cloud, but from the waist up, just this huge female figure. Green skin, kind of a lighter shade, kind of a limeish green hair, thick golden bangles on each wrist.
God damn it!
That'll teach you to close the door. And this heavy golden torque about her neck with a big with like a single narrow crack right in the side, as if it's been split by a stone. Kind of coalesces into the area, looks around, full on wrath in her eyes. Young Franklin! And the whole area shakes again. We'll go to break there.
Yeah.
We'll make our way to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, pee if you need to. Make a PB and J if you need to.
Go get some couth.
Get some Coov if you need to.
Couth? Yeah.
It's Coov, Koov. Go take the dog out. Let her go to the bathroom. See y'all at 5 or 10.
Let the dog go by the bathroom.
Something. Come on, dog. What?
All right. This is crazy.
Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. It's a very curious beginning. Oh, dog woke up.
Oh. I don't know what you mean. This is the end.
Ooh. Ready?
Maybe we're gonna Tarantino it.
To kill everybody in the first 10 minutes.
And then, let me back up. Let's talk about how we got here.
Exactly. That's fun.
Yes, dog.
You know, there's always so much emphasis on the beginning and the end, when the middle is where it really all happens.
It's true. What is it, giant dog? You need something? Are you in need of assistance? Can I help you in some way?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't need no giant dog on me. I don't
Is
need-
that a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for real?
Oh my goodness. That PB and J? And a dog who wants some PB and J?
Well, shit, I gotta get some potato chips then if we're really doing this.
Oh,
I have
dang.
some seaweed potato chips I'm gonna eat. Be right back.
Seaweed potato.
Sounds suspect.
I feel like those can't be made of potato if they're made of seaweed.
Is it a
Ah.
hybrid of the two?
No, they just mashed them together.
Are they just seaweed chips?
Or they're chips covered in seaweed.
Ah, perhaps, yes. A light glaze of seaweed.
Oh.
I don't need no giant dog up on me. What are you doing? What are you doing, you big doofus? Those are my testicles. I don't need that. Nope. Mm-mm. Okay. Alright. I agree, Goober. Seaweed coated potato chips do not sound appetizing.
Mm-mm.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Mm. Okay.
Seaweed and salt potato chips. Oh, so seaweed is a
Aldi
seasoning.
makes the best chips. I love their pizza chips. I'm
Ah,
obsessed.
so what I'm hearing is goobers again.
Japanese chips over American.
Oh.
What is Goober
What?
against?
Because that also did not sound appetizing.
I agree. So wait, is the seaweed a flavor? I know it said seaweed and salt, but are they made of seaweed? Are they seasoned with seaweed? Like, where is
Believe
the
it or not.
seaweed?
In a strange coincidence, I did have 4 sheets of seaweed, typically used to wrap sushi, as part of my lunch today. But not used to wrap sushi. Just ate that fucking seaweed sheet on its own.
Okay.
That is not what this is.
Can we see one of the chips?
This is potato chips with little bitty flakes.
So it's seaweed seasoning.
I like that.
We were debating while you were gone whether they were seaweed and potato mashed together into a chip, or if it was like a seaweed glaze on a potato chip, or if they were actually seaweed chips being called potato chips as a lie.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, the first two excellent, cool things that don't exist that I'd love to try. I have had, I've actually made quote unquote seaweed chips before, but I don't like that. I agree with you that misnomer is stupid. This is like potato chips that happen to be dusted with seaweed, and they really end up tasting like what's that word? Sour cream and onion seaweed chips,
That
which
sounds
is
really
good.
That sounds pretty good. I like
It
sour
is
cream and onion.
good. It's strange though. It's one of those things where I'm not sure I'd buy it again, but it's cool.
Interesting.
I don't think it improves the flavor. I've always been a weird purist for stuff like that. Like, there's certain combinations that are interesting, but I wouldn't say that they're better than the sum of their parts.
Absolutely. I would count it as an experience to try and never buy it again.
Yeah, especially knowing that Calbee makes way better shit.
If Pepper was just saying Calbee makes the best chips.
Oh yeah,
Their
absolutely.
pizza chip is the best fucking chip I've ever had.
Oh man, there's a store. There's little like fucking, I don't even know, stores, shops set up all over Tokyo. We were in Harajuku on what the fuck is that little weird Fuku? Shit, I can't remember its name. Some like ridiculous street in Harajuku. And there's a Calbee in there. And we're hungry. We don't really want to sit down for a full lunch. And it's like, okay, cool, let's get a snack. We go in there. They sell fresh made potato, like not even like fries and not chips. They're like fried chips.
Okay.
And they're dusted in whatever the fuck you want. And so we got like the butter soy ones. They were so good, man.
Like potato
I love
sticks.
it.
Takashita Street. That's it.
No, I mean they're chips. They're just like actually fresh cut potatoes and fried. Kosher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like potato chips in the shape of a fry.
Wait, that's just fries.
What, that
No,
that's a
That's just a French fry.
The
No.
the texture of a potato chip.
yeah. It's fucking potato fry.
Yeah.
What? Well, so it's
but
no,
fries
I
and
know,
potatoes.
like a potato stick kind of like it's
Like a potato stick. Yeah.
like the little like the cans of potato sticks that you
Oh
actually.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Like the shoestrings?
It's the shape of a fry, but the texture of a like a Lay's potato chip.
Like shoestring fries, but crispy.
Exactly.
Yes, in a way, but not shoestring, full size.
Oh, even like,
Yeah,
so like
weird.
regular thick French fries shaped but crispy.
Yeah,
That sounds very weird.
delicious. It's very weird.
I
Yeah,
don't think I want
super buttery, lightly fried, delicious.
I would eat the shit out of that.
Oh, they're very good. They're like 15 flavors too.
I'm gonna go back to Randy. Sounds like French fry.
that. Yeah, definitely sounds like crispy French fries, but okay.
Oh well.
I don't know. Like I'm sure it's I'm sure it's different, but it sounds like just crispy French fries. All right, everybody's had their break. They've obtained a sandwich. The time is nigh. This green 10-foot tall female with a cloud from the waist down and a body from the waist up has landed and says, "Old man Franklin!" calls out in anger towards the inn. Let's go in reverse order here. Dungeon, Smitty, you just grabbed the shotgun. You got shells in your pockets. You know it's loaded. Where are you going?
So I immediately ran outside. Did I hear that?
You do. You hear her yell out in anger.
I turn around. Do I see Old Man Franklin?
You don't.
I see young Franklin, right?
Young Franklin's in front of you with the dog woman attempting to help him, and they're headed your way. They were headed into the inn.
Franklin, first off, why the hell did you tackle me? Second, did your dad enslave this to run the well? That's wrong. That's Eastmere. You can't enslave sentience to run a fucking well. Jesus.
Young Franklin, you are attempting not to pass out as Voina carries/assists you towards the inn, and Smitty comes out with your pappy's shotgun in hand and starts berating you with questions. You're like semi-conscious. You hear him, you understand the words, but whether you truly comprehend is up to you.
Right. I'll ask you at the end of all if it was worth it.
He says that.
I don't speak in riddles. That thing was enslaved running a well. It's not right.
Because it wasn't supposed to be out. That was its penance and its prison.
Prison for what? Eastmere's perfectly nice, aren't you, Eastmere?
She's currently gathering up this ball of hellfire in her hands.
Yeah, look at that. She's defending the town.
She's about to blow it up.
No, not Eastmere. Eastmere's a good one.
Gretel, you were just about to line up your second shot on Ted, who is now making good on his escape as you got distracted by this giant woman, and he's hobbling just outside of normal range at the moment. You could just easily run and catch up to him, but what are you doing?
All right, so I'm guessing I was looking in one direction, and then Eastmere appeared kind of like within my sight to, my peripherals or something.
Let me go ahead and put Ted and Eastmere on the map. Let's see. All right, Ted is this zombie, and he was making his way to the northeast, and is right about at the edge of the normal village. You were near your homes. You're out here.
Okay.
The dogmen have basically bailed. As soon as that green smoke came out, they fucking ran, except for Voina. Let's see.
Even Big Bob Borker
Big
ran.
Big Borker has run, but you didn't see him because he went east, not north towards your guys.
Okay.
Smitty is just outside of the inn. Young Franklin is with the only remaining dog woman, Voina, right outside the inn. Old man Franklin is nowhere to be seen. All right, and see if I can get. There we go, that'll do. Okay. There. So yeah, you were lining up, and she basically appeared right in front of you.
Got it. Okay. I had my rifle aimed down, kind of the sights. And then she appears. I'm just gonna, slowly put my rifle down and just go, what the hell is going on in this town tonight? And then I'm gonna, quickly run back towards, okay, so what is at my house with the hell looking?
Yeah, your house is the straw roof one behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly run back inside.
All right, you quickly run, and you hear the sound of your taloned feet hitting the paving stones beneath you. Did you make it inside?
As I'm coming in the door too, we have a mirror,
Mm-hmm.
and I run past it, but I catch a glimpse of myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I back up, and I go.
You're probably halfway through.
So I can see it on my neck, my hands.
Your neck, your hands, your feet. You can feel it beneath the dress. Your face is more or less intact. Most of your torso, in fact, probably just waist to head, is more or less still intact, but everything outside of that is starting to shift.
Okay. I'm just gonna stop and stare and then look back outside.
She
And
is,
say-
you look back outside and you see the green woman manipulating this giant ball of blackish red flame.
All right, I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna run to I guess it's kind of like a bedroom. I'm sure this is pretty small.
You got basically you've got a kitchen / living room and a bedroom.
Right.
That's it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run back in the bedroom, underneath the bed, grab my small lockbox that has valuables in it, and I'm gonna put that under my arm. I've got more ammo, so I put that back in my little pouch and got my rifle, and I am going to dart out of the back of the house and start booking it.
You basically dive out a window because you've only got the one door, and
Yeah.
you're gonna. All right, so you're gonna dive out the window and try to book it. All right, Dorlin, the your normal dose that you decided to wait for has finally heated.
I don't know how this stuff works.
Oh, you
So
know
can
how
I
it works. You pour it in your eyes.
Fucking Jesus. This sounds so
my God.
terrible for me.
It is.
Them drugs.
Anybody ever do that? All right. Well, down goes the hatch, I guess.
Knock it back straight into your face. All right. You
Eyes
get-
wide open.
It starts with that familiar flesh melting burning feeling, which is why the skin on the bridge of your nose right here is basically destroyed. And everyone always asks you about it, but you just say it was a scar from childhood. And because you throw it back into the center of your face, so it'll run into both your eyes. And you get that, like, at first it completely clouds your vision. That's just that iron soot that's ruining your everything at the moment. Then the Couve takes over, and you instantly kind of mellow out first. Like it hits your like your anxiety immediately and brings you back to center. You feel completely in control of the situation. You know exactly what's happening. The Bogons are coming. You and your platoon have got this under control. You've prepared for this. The trench has all of your mines in it. They won't get in.
What? Hold on. Did you say my platoon?
I did.
Oh, so I'm tripping balls. All right, got it. So yeah, I got this under control.
You
I
do.
start shouting orders to my platoon.
Okay, you hear them. They are already outside at the edge of the trench, ready to arm the mines at your command.
I double check my rifle, make sure it's not on stun, and make sure it's on kill.
Oh no, it's definitely set to kill and burst fire.
All right. Do I still realize that the building's burning down?
No, the building was never on fire.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Your barracks is made of stone. It can't be on fire.
Okay. So anyways, I'm running out to the trench and I'm yelling orders at my guys. Get it, assume the position, make ready, and then I guess I'm not because I won't even be looking around. I'm gonna be focused on the enemy, and I'm just gonna start throwing lasers downrange.
Okay. You call out the commands. They arm the mines in the trench, and then your two sharpshooters man the edge of the trench to help you, take out as many as you can before the Bogons reach the area. Roll +2. All right, that's good enough. You gun down 3 of the oncoming Bogons, and your sharpshooters take out 1 apiece as well before they're about to breach the area. Normally, your protocol would have you back up to your second fortifications, but you don't have to. It's up to you.
Right now, if I'm in that mindset, I would follow the typical SOPs that we would have in place.
All right.
And then
You call to retreat to the second fortifications. The Bogons advance onto the trench, and you know that they're about to step onto the mines. Smitty, you run outside. You're outside. You've got your shotgun in hand. Gretel just bolted back into her home, and she was looking real weird, but everything's still pretty chaotic, so you didn't get a strong look at it. Just that what you really remember is that she seemed taller than she was, and you've been here for years, so you know how tall she ought to be. That's
a little old lady.
Yeah, she's a little old lady, but that's the weird thing is she's got her gun, nothing's abnormal about that. She's in her dress, everything's fine. But when she ran back into the house, it just sticks in your mind that she had to duck. She never has to duck.
That's weird.
Ismir is gathering this ball of hell flame, and she is staring daggers right at the inn. it's probably a good idea to get out of the way at this particular juncture.
I'm gonna run forward and yell, what the hell's her name? Eastmere, I don't think old man Franklin's in there. I don't know where he went. We only got 2 buildings. Don't blow it up. And I'm gonna look over at Dorlin and turn. Is he visible?
Dorland is standing right at the edge of his of the smithy, which is like in fully inflamed at the moment. It is actively burning down. He's got an old, like rusty, probably not functional rifle in his hands. He's pointing it north, and he's got a wooden mallet tied around his neck on a piece of rope.
All right, so that's the kind of thing that I'd be like glancing over, noticing, but not really focused on.
Right.
That looks like Tuesday.
Yeah. Definitely
So
Dog Day
I-
Tuesday.
I'll yell that out to Eastmere, and let's just stay calm about all this. I'll get a hold of old man Franklin, and you can bring him to justice. Don't blow up our only building.
She rears back with the ball of hellflame. You reap what you sow! And is preparing to hurl it.
Running forward to get the fuck out of the way.
Okay. Young Franklin and Voina will absolutely be caught in the blast. Would you like to do anything about that?
If I'm running by them, I'm grabbing young
will.
Franklin. He's my bro.
Okay. Young Franklin and Voina. Voina's trying to assist you to get into the inn. Smitty said some of that shit earlier. He's like, why did you try and tackle me? What the hell's going on? Why y'all keeping secrets? Blah, blah, blah. You had that short conversation. Now this monstrous woman is gathering hellfire to hurl at your home and inn. You know your father's inside. What are you doing, young Franklin?
Dad!
You yell out for dad. Then Smitty has that short conversation, like yelled conversation, or what he yells at this green woman, and you look back over your shoulder, panic ridden, and you see her rearing back with this fireball, and you hear her scream that note, that what she said. Smitty is running at you and looks like he intends to snag you in his free arm. What are you doing, young Franklin?
You know what? I'm gonna let he.
You cut out. You're gonna let what?
I'm gonna roll real quick.
Oh, okay, go ahead. What do you want? What are you rolling for? What's your intent here?
Well, basically, is he gonna basically to figure out if he's sees the hellfire over his shoulder?
Oh, you did. I said you peeked
Okay.
back in a panic because she's yelling back behind you. You saw the hellfire. You know she's aiming this big old ball of hellflame at your inn and your father inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then he's gonna let himself get picked up, and he's taken away.
Okay. Voina also having seen, and she doesn't understand all the words that are going on, but she definitely understands giant, angry, green lady with ball of hellfire. So she will assist Smitty in snagging young Franklin, and the three of you will just, like fucking movie sequence from an explosion, bail towards the well. Harriet, having watched all of this from standing beside the well, looking confused, panicked, angry, panicked, confused, scared, pulls up her pitchfork and attempts to jab Eastmere in the gut.
Yikes.
Let's see how this goes for her.
She gets turned into a blob.
She has 2 successes. She
Wow.
she fucking pulls up this old pitchfork, sharp from regular use and cleaning, and just stabs this giant woman directly in the gut. Heavy wounds and a strange greenish red blood, gout from 2 thick gut wounds. Screaming in both pain and fury, hurls the ball of hellflame, and the entirety of the inn explodes with incredible force, terrible fire, this like crazy wrong colored smoke. Dorlin, the Bogons have reached the trench. They step directly over the line of mines. Three-fourths of the oncoming attackers are killed in the blast. On top of the 5 that you guys had already knocked out with your rifles, there are only a small handful of Bogons left, and they turn to retreat. You and your platoon spot from the second line.
Knowing how this the war had been going, I want to run them down. And we're going to either capture them or kill them.
The Bogons are definitely not known for letting themselves be captured, but so you're planning to kill them unless you get lucky. You run up out of your second line, cross over towards the blast area, and attempt to gun them down on the run. You manage to kill 2 of the remaining 3. The last one disappears into the hillside to the north. Would you continue to chase? You want to send some of your men, or do you want to give up here?
I want to send some of my men and then assess the surrounding area, I guess.
Okay. You send off several of your men, some of your best tracker and some reinforcements for him. You look around. The mines unfortunately blew up this large I don't know what would be a futuristic word for an inn.
A capsule hotel.
Let's call it a hotel. That's fine. This blew up the hotel where some of the local residents stay. Unfortunate but necessary casualty of the war. At least you had cleared out the citizenry before anything bad could happen. So just property damage, no loss of life. Success, good mission, everything went well.
Start high-fiving some of my men.
So, your men are like, yeah, nice job, woo, yeah.
We did it, boys.
Yes, sir. They turn back, and your second in command grabs you by the shoulder, and it looks like he's about to be like, yeah, man, yeah, and he looks you straight in the eyes, and he says, Dorlin, I need you to wake up. The smithy's burning down. We have to go. You sit up in your hay bed, fire all around you.
Oh no.
No one's there. It's just you and the smithy.
Oh no.
You got your old rusty rifle in hand and the wooden mallet around your neck on a dangle rope.
Coming back to, I want to run out of the smithy. I would normally grab a gun, but where everything's already burning,
You've got
I
your
know
rifle
the
in hand, so you're good. You sleeping
or
with your
not a gun, but a sword, I guess.
Oh, okay.
as well. But knowing everything's too hot, I just decided to just take off running without grabbing anything else.
Okay. You've got your wooden mallet and your rusty rifle, and you rush out of the burning smithy. The inn is the fucking smoldering crater. Heavy black smoke with weird crimson flames. Terrifying greenish woman bleeding from a gut wound. Harriet with it's just like entirely it's like a charred husk. She's just standing straight up. She's completely dead, full on like burnt from the inside out. And Smitty, the dog woman, and young Franklin are laying on the ground. The backs of all 3 of their forms, smoking, but not exhibiting any serious wounds. You're pretty clear of mind at the moment, and then you look to the southeast and see this tall creature in a kind of like an old white and gray dress, bolting to the southeast. It is just chaos in Sweet Spring.
Okay, so since it's all chaos,
Yep.
at the time my rifle's rusty. Do I know if it's functional still or not?
You believe it's functional. It only misfires like 1 in 3 times.
All right. Well, with that being said, okay. Based on the assess the situation, the people that I care about or live with, I don't know if I care about them or not. But
they're the faces you know.
they're the faces I know versus the one that I don't. That is yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rifle up, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at this person with a pitchfork sticking out of him.
Okay. Roll
I
regular.
mean, Harriet is dead. You knew her, so.
Roll normal.
Yeah. Boom.
All right, that's one success. It's good enough. You fire off a shot, and it blasts forth, and like you can see it impact her, but nothing happens. It just kind of like slams into her body, crumples, and falls to the ground. Gretel, you hear the cacophonous blast. You glance over your shoulder, noticing that your eyes are focusing better than they ought to, and that's concerning because you know what that means. And you see the pillar of smoke and the side of the ruin of the inn as you're running to the southeast. What was his name? I forgot it already.
Ted.
Not Smitty. No, not Ted.
Old Man Franklin?
No,
Franklin?
Kosher's character.
Dorlan.
Dorlan comes outside, eyes fucking like pupils wide as can be. This has happened many times. Everyone knows. He's got his trademark wooden mallet on a rope, and that old ass rifle that misfires a solid 3 out of 5 times, even though he swears it's more reliable. And
He walks out of the fire.
he walks out of the firing, the burning smithy, and shoots at that creature that was on its way, that was materializing in the town center. You turn back to face forward, and where once was open grassy plain, now stands 10 hooded, robed figures in red and black. Red dominant robes, black accents. 6 of them carry tall staves. 3 a modified looking rifle, like magically modified looking rifle, and 1 a huge, like oversized greatsword on his back. And they are standing directly in your path to the southeast.
How close were they to me?
A decent distance, 60 to 100 feet.
So can we see each other?
Oh yeah.
Like more than likely. Okay. Are there any trees that I could run to nearby?
Not to the southeast. There is a forest to the northeast of town.
But it would take too long to get over there. Okay.
You'd have to circle around or go back through town to get there.
All right. I'm gonna see those guys, and I'm gonna quickly run back towards my house. I'm not gonna go inside of it, but I am gonna put my little like lockbox, at the back outside, kind of, not where somebody would normally look.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to quickly take my dress off and go full form.
Okay. So you run back to the house, stash the lockbox in a moderately out of the way position. Like anyone searching the house will find it, but at least it's not totally visible.
Right.
Rip the dress off, and in your mind, this whole time as you're running, you're thinking about these figures, and you're putting together the symbolism here because you've never seen them, but you've heard about the Artorial Squad, and that they hunt rare and dangerous magics and like foreign creatures. And you're not exactly rare and dangerous magics, but you are a foreign creature.
Right.
So they're probably not even here for you. They're probably here for the woman, but you're gonna be an accidental bonus if you get caught here. All right. So you go full form. What do the living people in the town center see when you come outside?
You said I had scales, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have grown in size. I now rival that of Ismir. Yes, this is not. I'm very exposed. But at this point, I'm no longer Gretel. I I take on this other, mindset entirely. I'm a different personality. And
But what do you look like?
I have dark red and black scales,
Hmm.
and I have, a very not super long, but thick, strong tail.
Okay.
I have piercing claws and very sharp teeth.
Long saurian snout.
I have, yes, exactly.
Okay. Do you have? Are you two-legged or four?
4.
Okay. Do you have any facial or head features?
I do have a pair of horns, though they're not super large. They are, protruding out of my head.
Are they face forward or part of your like sloping skull?
Kind of part of my sloping skull.
Okay.
And then my ears. My eyes are like a very piercing, like yellow, green, neon type color.
Okay.
And you know what? I have wings.
All right.
Bitch.
I was waiting to find out if you had wings.
Yep.
All right, cool. So you come bursting out of your home, far too large for the doorway, but it's a simple wooden frame, so you crack it on the way out as you're full, really assuming you're full, probably 10 to 12 feet in length, but more narrow, maybe only 5 to 6 feet wide. You burst out. Smitty, Voina, and young Franklin are all standing up after the blast. You all received some minor damage in the flames and the heat, but it was more of the heat blast rather than the hell flames itself. As you stand up, you see this winged, scaled creatures, like this huge, saurian beast, and the Harriet is like a burnt husk. Dorlin is standing outside the smithy, old rifle in hand, looking north, wooden mallet dangling from his neck. And weirdly enough, Ismir, now satisfied that she has destroyed her enemy, her captor, is looking with a scared, frightened face to the southeast. She's holding her gut wound, and she looks to the southeast and down over at you, Smitty. She says, "They're coming. It's too late. We have to go."
Ismir, get the hell out of here. You blew up the inn. You got your revenge. You're free. Go heal up.
No,
Find your
no,
freedom. You
no,
deserve it.
It's too late. They're coming. They will kill you. I have to. Please, please, I can save you. I can save us all. Just once.
Well, I don't know what the hell the lizard is over there. Dorland's drunk off his ass again on his fucking bogan wine or whatever the hell it is. Okay.
Okay.
If it helps.
Oh, it doesn't help, but it lets us live.
I'm for it. I don't know what any of this shit is.
Okay. All right.
Glass of water.
You summon a glass of water. No roll this time. You feel like the magic's really in you, like it's never been before.
Feels good. Bring it to my hand and drink it real quick. Oh, wow.
You get a glass. You get a glass.
That's cold. Okay, I'm ready.
It's not only is it cold, but it's surprisingly sweet. It's always been a very bland, just kind of basic water. But this time it's got a little hint of sweetness.
Ismir, was that you let me do these parlor tricks?
Let's talk about that later now. And,
Okay, let's go.
She pulls her hands real wide, and you can see this kind of golden green energy gather in both palms. She brings up this huge clap, and a very wide circle spreads out, encompassing the entire center of Sweet Spring. As the runic circle spins out, it rotates like 27 degrees exactly, and the glow stands up off the ground into this column of light. Everything fades out of view except for a red and black pillar or like individual small columns of light to the southeast. You see 10 figures, just like rough humanoid shapes, from inside your pillar of like runic light. Then they too fade. We fall out of the current scene, and that's where we're gonna end today.
Wow.
Ooh. Yay!
Well, that happened.
Is there a prologue of the old man being like, "See, assholes, I can tell a cool story"?
Maybe not. Maybe next time.
Okay.
Well, all right, pals. Good job. You made it through your first session in an unknown system. Nicely done.
Yeah,
It was fun.
it was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of surprises. A lot of random chaos.
Oh yeah, I enjoy learning as I go.
Good. Next week we'll eat dirt.
That's what I signed up for.
Oh, I know. It could have been like I'd reach down and eat a handful of dirt.
I was waiting for somebody to eat dirt the whole damn time, and nobody did.
I forgot about it, to be honest.
Not
Maybe that
satisfied
could have been
with a
Carolyn.
4-course meal and luxury accommodations. I choose to reach down and eat mud.
Needing just a little bit more to really
Mud.
feel full. And get myself just a single finger of mud.
Just
Mm,
Oh,
Recalling my childhood and true nature, I eat dirt.
indeed. Well, all right, everybody. It's been a blasty blast. Y'all have a lovely week. I'll see some of you on Sunday and the rest of you next Thursday, hopefully. Have a great time with your lives
All
and
right.
your children and all your nonsense.
See y'all next Thursday.
Bye.
Nah.
Bye.